everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, then welcome. Today's pick a card reading is an interesting one. We are going to see, what do people say behind your back? In front of me, I have 3 different options, each with a different image. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Choose the one that really calls out to you. Okay, let's get started. Hey, group number 1. Okay, so what do people say behind your back? Okay, so we lead with the ascendant here. So that tells me that you guys are, showing up differently. In fact, that's like the key word for you guys, for what people are talking about. I feel like you guys have gone through some kind of change, okay? And, that's like in all areas of life is what's showing up. I just feel like, you guys went through something kind of like dramatic, which is currently or was taking up a lot of your attention. Okay. And now I'm just seeing you like emerge from this stronger and you're really showing up. And I feel like with ascendant in particular, there's something about your appearance that is just, it's like you showing up as your best self right now, and you've got people talking about it. And in particular, this red dress is really standing out to me. So I feel like, some of you are starting to I feel like dress a little differently, okay? And it's getting attention, and maybe you're wearing colors that you don't normally wear. You could be dyeing your hair different colors, or I'm just getting, and for some of you, you're going to be like, no, I didn't really switch anything up, but I am really showing up, and either way, it's like you're standing out, okay? You are standing out, but it's your appearance in particular that leads this. So, I want to say you guys are looking like you went through a glow up, even if you didn't change anything up, okay? You're coming across like you're different, and it's getting people's attention. Okay, so with the 6th house here, and it says craft, okay? This is a work-related card, a health, well-being, okay? Like, I feel like some of you have made diet changes recently, started working out. That could all be part of this glow-up here, okay? Like I said, like, I just get like you're accentuating your natural beauty or handsomeness, okay? That's like what's coming through with this. As well as I still feel like you guys are switching something up clothes wise. Okay, like it's coming through strong. So it's interesting. So definite, like, it's like you guys are taking this self inventory. You're really like starting to make interesting little changes here and there that are going to add up. And I feel like people are already noticing, even if you just started. And it could literally be that your energy has shifted due to your decision to make these changes, is what I'm seeing. And then with the 4th house, okay, so there's something about you really attending to your home life right now, okay? So like whatever dramatic change that happened, it could be directed towards your family, okay? This is going to be different for all of you, but I see like this hyper focus with your home life, with your family, okay? And just really like reconnecting with people as well as your home. Like some of you literally could be, it might have nothing to do with your actual family, but it could have to do with your home where you live, okay? You might be moving, okay? So that's gonna go for some of you. Some of you are making like renovations within your home, okay? I'm just seeing like, again, like a lot of change in different areas. So with yourself, well, that kind of ties into yourself as well as your home life, okay, and where you live, and those in your family. So take that as that resonates, and I do feel like people are talking about that. Okay, then we have intimacy, 8th house, Cancer, as well as healing. So this is where this reading takes a little deep turn. Okay, so yeah, and Cancer is related to the home as well. So group 1, something is definitely connected to you guys in your home right now, okay? It could even be that maybe you're spending more time at home, whereas maybe before you were going out more, or it'll be reversed, okay? Whereas maybe you were kind of a homebody before, and now you're like starting to get out and reconnect with others, okay? But either way, there's definitely some kind of new focus with your home, okay? And that may end up, that might come later if that doesn't resonate right now, okay? So that's interesting. Also, there's a nurturing vibe coming from you guys lately. So it's almost like, are you comforting others as well as with the healing? So no, okay, this is interesting. Now, I feel like you guys have definitely moved through something where it required your healing, okay? Because we also have the Ram here, which is perseverance. So I'm actually getting that I feel like a lot of people are talking about how strong you guys are. Okay, so it's like something happened, you know, and you pushed through it. And, you know, you went through your healing. And now I feel like you guys are starting to emerge from that. Some of you could still be in the process of going through it, okay? This is timeless, and this is going to be different for all of you. But I really feel like people are admiring how strong you guys are, okay? And how, like, even when you go through things that are tough, not only do you bounce back and bounce back stronger, you may not always feel like that, okay? I feel like you guys are going to be like, yeah, right, I don't feel strong. But either way, you show up, you know, and you do the best you can. So to me, that is strong, even if you don't feel it. It's kind of like, I just see people admiring you and honestly envying, like they want your perseverance, they want your strength that you have. And I'm getting a lot of water energy for you guys, but you don't have to be a water sign, but like Cancer and Scorpio in particular are coming through. I feel like that's kind of the energy that you operate, you know, that you are operating with as you go through this change, okay? And it's important. Actually, I'm getting a message for you guys about that. So really do tap into the Cancer like energy when going through healing, and be nurturing and loving to yourself as well as gentle with yourself, okay? Because I feel like people have a tendency to want to judge what they're going through, want to judge themselves. They think they should be over something. They think they shouldn't cry, you know, show emotion. But I'm seeing that it's all okay. It's all part of this process that you're going through. And again, be gentle with yourself. That's a message coming through for you guys in particular. Okay, then this reading takes a little bit of a interesting turn with the intimacy card. So yes, okay, one hand, the 8th house is very deep. I feel like you guys are really going through some healing. Okay, so as this reading is taking place, the lunar eclipse just happened, and it's definitely been an intense time energetically and emotionally. But and I feel like old patterns are coming to be dispelled once and for all, and for people to really emerge, you know, as like an elevated self, their elevated self basically. And I feel like that's what you guys are doing. But along with the 8th house, okay, intimacy, I feel like there's something going on with you guys and somebody on the low, okay? That is going to make sense to some of you watching this. Like, who are you guys into that is on the low? And anybody that knows about that, I feel like is talking about that. Okay, so then we have the 9 of Pentacles, Death reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, as well as the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so this is interesting. So you guys are definitely coming across to people like, you know, you're independent, self-sufficient, you don't need no man or woman, okay, that kind of energy. And, you know, your healing could be about somebody from the past, that's possible. But it's almost like deep down, like I'm getting this impression that you haven't quite moved on with Death reversed, okay? So it's like somebody who's still kind of caught up in something. Or that could represent whatever you're healing from if it isn't relationship-wise, but something else is going on. It's like just saying, it's saying like you're still in that, whenever you watch this video, you're still in that healing mode, okay? Either way, I do see that, you know, regardless of you guys showing up and people really admiring you and you making these changes, it's kind of like you still don't quite feel like yourself with the Queen of Swords reversed, okay? And I just feel like kind of a low-key energy, and that could be you, you know, wanting to stay at home and really heal and you know, give yourself self-care is like what's coming through. So it could be that people are kind of like wondering like basically how you're doing is what's coming through with that. And what's coming through as far as love goes is it could be some of you are kind of like crushing or involved with somebody who is not currently available. Okay, and that could be the thing that I was picking up on that's like on the low. And, you know, I'm getting like a secret rendezvous feeling coming through. So for some of you it could be, but for others of you, I feel like you're just kind of crushing on this person, like low-key crushing, you know. As far as anybody talking about that, they would have to know about that, but that's like what's coming through. As far as love goes though, I do feel like you guys are kind of guarded, okay? Kind of get this like a little bit of a jaded feeling. Your trust is very wavering with people, so you're kind of just like doing your own thing and making that coin is what I'm seeing. So I do feel like some people kind of talk and they wonder like, you know, when is this person gonna like get wifed up, or, you know, because you guys, you are seen to be wifey or hubby material, and I think somebody in particular really thinks that about you, okay? Like you are the full package to them. So yeah, I feel like you guys, you know, you're not afraid to be single, and you don't feel like you have to be like with somebody, or, you know, like you're whole and complete without being with somebody. And I feel like just certain people you associate with don't understand that, and they kind of like want to fix you up with somebody is what's coming through. And I feel like that's frustrating to you, because you're kind of like, if it happens, it happens, you know, like whatever's meant to be. Okay, and then we have sophisticated. So yeah, like I was saying, like with your style, there's definitely something coming across where people, they find you to be like just so put together. They like your style. It stands out, especially like this new look that you might be trying out, or, you know, and yeah, they see you as being classy and sophisticated. Okay, this message is coming through about somebody from your past says, I should have never listened to them. Okay, that's like a side note that wanted to come through. Okay, I have that you guys work long hours. You put everything into work, especially now. And, you know, some of you could be a boss. If not, you exude this boss-like energy, and that's like what people notice, okay, and could be talking about. That, you know, you guys are amazing workers is what I'm getting. If anything, you might spend a little bit, I don't want to say it, like some people might consider it like too much. Like you might be considered a workaholic to some people. Only take that if it resonates. But to be fair, I feel like your job demands a lot of you and it intrigues you. Okay, so I'm also getting somebody's low-key crushing on you guys at work, and you might, like, I feel like this could end up being revealed sometime during or after you hear this video. There also might have been some drama that went down at work, okay? So it could be like your secret rendezvous or whoever you were kind of seeing. I'm getting like with a no strings attached feeling. Like it could have been revealed to people and they were all like in shock. Like, what? Okay, I just feel like, and if that's not the case, you guys, I feel like you did something that was kind of shocking to people. Like it was like out of character for who they think you are. And that's like what's being talked about. Okay, so take what resonates, because we have my what and I can't even. So there might have also been some drama that came from that. And I feel like you guys are overall like coming across as pretty drama-free people. So that's interesting. But yeah, I'm just getting like some kind of shock factor. Yeah. And again, with my light card, yeah, I feel like, you know, something shifted between you and somebody, I feel like at work, okay? And if you don't know who this is, then this is the person who is low-key crushing on you and you wouldn't have a clue, but this is me spilling the tea on it. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting the impression the overall thing with that is like somebody wants you to give them a chance, and I'm getting strong work vibes with that. But it's kind of like, again, you guys have that, you know, I'm independent, fine by myself, and I spend long hours at work. It's like what drives you. You know, I feel like you guys overall are passionate about what you do. Okay, that's not gonna go for all of you, but that's like the energy coming through, and this person's kind of like, make room for me, like give me a chance, okay? Yeah, so there's kind of like possibly a few different work dynamics going on. Like your eye might be on somebody who's currently unavailable, whether you've actually, seen them or not, been involved with them or not. That's gonna be different for each person viewing, but then I'm just getting like somebody else over here wanting a shot with you. This could even be the same person. Okay. Interesting. Group one. So group one, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number two. Okay, so what do people say behind your back? Okay, so group number two, we start off with some real, like, woo, like fiery type of energy. Okay, so I would not be surprised if you guys weren't a fire sign. Okay, because we have Mars coming through strong, and I feel like, you guys right now, your energy is saying that you're coming across like a powerhouse. Okay, like you are somebody where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, and I'm just seeing you guys really like having this fierce like energy to you, okay, and just a very strong presence. Okay, you're stepping into your most confident self, and I feel like, people are really taking notice, they're really listening, they're really paying attention to you and what you have to say. And in particular, some of you, okay, this is going to be different for all of you, but with the Mars, that's a very action-oriented card. So I feel like some of you could have made a career change, okay? And it could be something that's pretty active is what I'm getting. For some of you, it could be, I'm actually getting like military. And then for others of you, it's, like I said, like going to be something more active. And for others of you, it's just like representing how you're showing up, okay? So some of you, it could be sports related. I'm just getting like this competitiveness and being in the spotlight. Okay. For others of you that it's none of that, like I said, it's just you stepping into a very passionate, confident, fierce like self. Okay. It's like you came to shake things up and make some kind of a change, and it's going to happen vocally is what's coming through. Like communication and speech is really coming through strong here to me. And okay, so along with that, like with the lipstick here and this representing like desire, I feel like, people are really taking notice of you. Like they're becoming like even more attracted to you than they already were. Okay. Because you're really fully showing up in life, and whereas before you might have been more in the background, more on the sidelines, and it's like everything had its time and place, I feel. And now you feel like it's time to step up, it's time to shine, it's time to, for some of you, it's going to be in the spotlight, and for others of you, it's literally like just you fully showing up in whatever it is that you do in life, okay? And yeah, I see this new magnetism, this new attractiveness to you. You may not have even changed anything up. It's just like how you are now. Okay. And then with the first house, yeah. Okay. So it is like, you're putting yourself first, and rightfully so. I feel like, because if you don't fill your cup, you can't help anybody else out. And it's like everything you guys do is like you mean well behind every action that you take. Okay. With Aquarius here, I feel like you guys are really like popping off with all these ideas. Okay, it's like this flow of a stream of consciousness is really hitting you, and you're becoming more inspired. And in fact, I want to speak really fast when tapping into your guys' energy. So it's kind of like, I feel like that's how ideas are coming into your awareness now. And it's all about executing them, because that is going to make your dreams happen. Okay, like really tune out the haters, the naysayers, and I see like totally go for it, because it doesn't matter if things really pan out or not. It's like who you become along the way. Okay. But okay, so what are people saying about that though? It's funny how this reading took on a turn to talking about you guys and what's going on in your life, but it's all part of it. What they're saying though is, like I said, like they're noticing like this new confidence, this new boldness and courageousness about you. And I feel like, overall, they are becoming more attracted to you because of that. And, just I'm getting this admiration. Okay. Like not everything's about attraction, but like, people, well, you know, those who are into you are more attracted to you. Those who know you are admiring it. And I feel like people are kind of like, you know, not sure exactly what to make of it. So they're intrigued and they're kind of on the edge of their seat when it comes to you guys, okay? It's kind of like, for some of you, it's like people feel like, wow, this person's really come out of their shell, you know, they're coming out of their comfort zone. Like, we didn't know you had all that in you, is what I'm seeing. So it's like somebody who really is taking off. I feel like you guys are blazing down some new path, okay? And it's interesting that the wolf has Pathfinder with it, because that's exactly what's coming through. You guys, you're also, I see with the opposition card, you are bringing things to light, to people's awareness, and they're really starting to take notice on like issues that maybe, you know, were overlooked, I feel. So yeah, so you guys, you're really like starting to inform people. You are becoming an advocate, a voice for others, I'm feeling. So whatever really like is close to your heart, I feel like you're finally like, you know, speaking out about it. And this is empowering others, okay? It's like you guys are taking a stand for what means something to you. And it doesn't matter what ends up happening with it. It's like, well, on one hand, I know you want a certain result. But like on the other hand, though, it's like you're really becoming, like I said, like this powerhouse. Like a, yeah. And with Jupiter, I also feel like, okay, so when you're not, you know, being like Superman or Wonder Woman, that's like the vibe that's coming through. It's like you guys also are like, I feel like just kind of having fun with life again, okay? So it's like you have this amazing balance to you now where it's like you're clear, or you're becoming clear on what you're meant to do. And, you know, so I feel like it allows you that freedom to truly like just be and have fun now, okay? So it's like things are starting to come together, whereas it may have felt like there was a period of time where everything felt like it was in your way, an obstacle, just you going through this opposition. I feel like now it's like things are starting. They're starting to turn in your favor. They're starting to, you know, fall into place. Like the Wheel of Fortune card, okay? So whereas it may have felt like there were all these roadblocks and just like nothing was working out and you were hitting this wall, I feel like there's been like this interesting karmic cycle like shift for you guys, okay? And now it's like you are just beaming, you're full of love and light. And I know, like, you'll fluctuate, you're human, but like overall though, that's the energy that I'm tapping into. Very fire, very air-like. Also, you guys are coming across like teachers, so you literally could be a teacher, but you don't have to be. I feel like communication, though, is the key here. I feel like you guys have this way where, you know, you soak up this knowledge and then you're able to explain it amazingly to others, okay? It's like a gift of yours, and that could be what's going on here. Okay, so what else do we have? Okay, so yeah, my Aries card came out, and you know, Mars is also ruled by Aries, so you guys have a very Aries-like energy. Could be an Aries, but even more so than that, you know, when you tap into this video, I am seeing that your energy is like an Aries. Okay, very, very driven, very movement. Physically, you could be moving more, okay? Like, or that's the thing that's coming through here, that this is about some kind of physical activity. But either way, it's a very driven, very passionate, blunt type of energy. Okay, you're speaking your mind more, especially with what matters to you, what causes matter. You're kind of coming across like a wild card now, like people, they can't predict what you're gonna say, what you're gonna do, and it's like you're on a roll, okay, blazing down this authentic path. Ironically, I feel like more people are viewing you guys like a friend than ever before. It's like they're seeing the true you now, that you're actually just authentically being who you are. So that's amazing. Sure, certain people might fall away, but I feel like, you know, then they weren't meant to be, you know? Be true to you, and those that are meant to be part of your tribe will be. And then, yeah, like with the camera card here, that goes right along with the Jupiter. And it's just like, I feel like you guys are starting to finally like find your groove, find your flow with life, and just be who you were meant to be. And now you're actually having more fun with it, living more in the moment. And I feel like people are taking notice of that. And that is also what they're talking about. Like, you just have this like ease about you that you didn't have before, which is ironic because you're also more driven than you were before. So it's like you have these two opposite traits that are coming through strong, but they work for you. And so that is what I'm seeing people talk about. But yeah, here's the fierceness, okay? And here's that chill, laid back, I'm living in the moment and I'm living my best life, you know? Type of energy. So on top of people viewing you as being more of a friend than ever before, there are also people crushing on you, thinking you could be the one. You could be their love, okay? The love of their life. So that's interesting. We also have a Sagittarius-like energy coming through. So, you know, you guys, you could be... Well, you're definitely like philosophical by nature, I feel, or you wouldn't be into these videos, but I'm also getting like, it's just interesting. It's like the more you lighten up, the more you become naturally funny, naturally witty, and like you definitely have a way with words, I'm seeing. And I feel like people just enjoy being in your presence like a magnet. I'm just getting all this joy, this expansiveness with Jupiter in my camera here. Some of you could be even traveling, and that could also be the physical movement that's coming through, okay? So maybe you speak for a living and now you'll be traveling. So it's like you'll be doing your two favorite things. And that could also be what's empowering. You guys, you empower people though with your words, regardless if you travel or not. Technology offers us that opportunity. So I also feel like, you know, that's also what's coming through though, is that, you know, you guys, some of you are in the spotlight, some of you, again, that it's representing you showing up fully in life, and you guys are either literally teachers or, you know, you teach by your speaking, and I feel like that's what people are talking about. And if you're a social media influencer, you know, like that's what people are talking about. They're saving and sharing your videos, okay? Yep, that's coming through. Some of you, your passion is your work, and you know, you might spend long hours on it, and people, it is coming across that they could be talking about that. We have the Five of Pentacles reversed. I feel like, okay, so two different things are coming through to me about that. So I feel like for some of you, you didn't have a lot of money, and now all of a sudden it's like you're coming out of that, okay? I also feel like some of you might have gotten a new car, okay? I feel like people are also talking about that. So I'm getting kind of that Drake vibe with that, like started from the bottom, now we here, okay? So like you might have felt like you had nothing at one point, material-wise, money-wise, and now all of a sudden it's like due to, you know, now all of a sudden I feel like that table is turned for you. And you're starting to make that coin. Okay, so with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm also getting though, I feel like you guys kind of feel like you wish things would happen quicker than what they are, okay? But I feel like, you know, in due time, it will all happen, and that you're doing most likely better than what you think. So you can't really judge this journey. Then we have the King of Cups reversed with the Four of Cups reversed. So that, I feel like you guys kind of swore off love and really dove into yourself, you know, with the first house, as well as work, possibly even a side hustle. I'm just getting that money has taken up a lot of your focus, but you love it, you're good at it, you know, you're getting all these inspired ideas to make your dreams happen, you're empowering people. But I do see you coming out of this like love rut, so to speak, and I do see, you know, you guys will start to actually kind of entertain people. Give them a shot. I do feel like people are kind of talking about that. Some people kind of feel like, oh, like, why aren't they with somebody, you know? Even though I feel like you guys, like, a lot of the people that watch these videos that pick up on the energy, like, yes, you want somebody, but at the same time, you know that you are whole and complete without having to have them. And I do see people, you know, I do see that with the Four of Cups reversed, like you guys, you are coming out of that. You are having more of an open mind to it. The talk is also about people wanting a chance with you, okay? So that's interesting. All right, group number 2, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you all so much for being here. Bye, guys. Hey, group number 3. Okay, so what do people say behind your back? Okay, group 3. Your guys's was by far the most enigmatic, like kind of perplexing read out of the 3 piles. So I feel like you guys, you definitely have different sides to you depending on either the day or who knows you. Okay, so that's interesting. So it definitely depends on who we're asking, is what I'm trying to say, as far as like what people say about you. Because it's kind of like everyone kind of, and this is true about everybody, like everyone who meets us will view us all, through their own unique lens and filter. But this is different, okay? So on one hand, you guys are seen to be these very, lively, animated, almost like a comedian type of vibe is coming through. Just very like happy-go-lucky, upbeat, bubbly type of person, okay, with the Sagittarius. And then we have Scorpio right next to it, which is, to me, like kind of the polar opposite, okay? Like both can go deep, but both represent like completely different vibes, okay? Like this, okay, so on one hand, you come across as like really, like I said, like animated, talkative, upbeat, and I feel like that's what people would, they talk about when they talk about you, like when you're in Sagittarius mode, you could be like the life of the party type feeling. And those that get to experience your Scorpio side gets a more mysterious vibe, okay? Like you don't reveal a lot about yourself. You're more introspective. You might even be less talkative, okay? You're just kind of going inward is what I'm getting in, taking in your environment and observing others and reading others, okay? There's a very intuitive element with that. And yeah, and it's kind of like, what are you in the mood for? Or who are you around? Okay, I feel like that also kind of dictates which mode you're operating from, and yeah, so obviously like those who you're more comfortable with, I feel like you're definitely going to be like this Sagittarius. And those that you're just kind of meeting, you can come across as kind of like a Scorpio. So I feel like, what people are saying depends on who knows you. So you could even come across as both to the new people or the people that you know, okay? I'm just getting, like I said, like you guys are very enigmatic. And yeah. So basically people, they're not sure what to quite make of you, okay? I feel like you reveal different layers and angles of yourself whenever you want to. But regardless, it's like a water sign. You guys, you have all these emotions, okay? And you're very intuitive. So, yeah. But you definitely, I feel like, keep these emotions to yourself, okay? That's the interesting aspect of you guys. And I'm even getting like a lot of you kind of have a poker face, okay? Like you don't reveal, even like you could be going through this storm of emotions, but I'm just getting like, you only reveal what you want to reveal. So you'll probably play it cool because you like to be this rock, okay? Like somebody who comes across as being solid, grounded, and confident, even if you feel like everything is chaos right now. And it could be because you've had to be a rock for people in your family, okay? I'm getting like, especially with this old soul card here, like somebody who's had to grow up fast, okay? And yeah, and along with this old soul, I'm also getting like a quiet confidence from this group. You're also naturally beautiful or handsome. That's also coming through. Like there's something about your look that is different from other people, and I feel like you naturally stand out without even having to try. Also, though, people feel like when you look them in the eyes, like you can see their soul. Okay, I'm getting like this intenseness about you guys. And I feel like often too, when you make eye contact, people can feel instantly like they're crushing on you. Like they instantly have feelings. They've known you forever. Okay, it's just like all this is pouring through this card for you guys. Might also like to wear black. That's also coming through. Black and jeans I'm seeing with these cards. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like you also like to dive into work, okay? Like you have really good work ethic. You might work a lot. With Taurus and Virgo, there's a lot of earth energy coming through, but I don't necessarily get that you guys are earth signs, which is interesting. Like I'm definitely leaning more toward water, fire for this group. Could even be air. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people that check, these videos out, so you could be earth too, but it's just I feel like you kind of hit the ground running with work related ideas. And if anything, I think people kind of feel like they wish they saw more of you, and they possibly, like some people might say you work too much, okay? Or I'm just getting the impression though that you guys are like always working on something, even if it isn't necessarily work, okay? So you might have like different creative projects going on, or home renovations, just like garden. I'm just getting like all this like kind of different crafty, or like something involving the home, working on things around the house or the yard. It's like you guys are always busy doing something that's like working on something, basically. Okay, so it's also coming through though that you do have something you might be collaborating with somebody right now, okay, or will be in the future, okay, and it could be social media related, could be music related. There's a few different things coming through. You could have a podcast, okay, communications also coming through. And if people know about this, okay, I feel like they're talking about it. So that's cool to see. All right, so what else are people saying about you guys? Yeah, okay, there's my all work and no play. That's what I was picking up on. You guys are really diving into either work, literally, or work, like I said, working on something, and no play. Okay, so group 3, are you not making time for like socializing or seeing people? That's kind of like the vibe that's coming through, and that is what people are talking about. But you're definitely on people's minds, okay? This is interesting. Okay, so I'm getting that people like your walk. Okay. Huh. I feel like they also like listening to your voice. Okay, I'm just getting like something about the way that you guys are. Like I said, like naturally, I feel like you guys are captivating, and people just kind of want to look at you. They want to stare, okay? Even if they just met you. Like they like your eyes, they like your walk, your voice. Clothes are kind of different, okay? Yeah, it's just you doing you. That's what's funny about it. I just don't get the impression that you're necessarily trying. Oh, okay. So you guys definitely come across like you love your freedom, okay? And yeah, with Sagittarius, it could be that, see like a lot of movement, possibly travel, possibly moving. Just, you guys love freedom. You love feeling free. When you're with somebody, you want to feel free. That's not to say, to do whatever. It's just that feeling of feeling free, not constricted, not trapped. And it's kind of like if you don't have somebody who offers you that, you're kind of like, this isn't going to work. Okay. It's very Aquarius, very Sagittarius like vibe. Even Taurus. Feel like, okay, somebody is definitely coming through though that's saying, yeah, I was picking up on that while looking at the love's freedom, like, give me another chance, okay? Somebody feels like you're not giving them a chance, and it has to do with your loving freedom, and this person's just feeling kind of like really shut out from your life, and kind of like things were left unsaid. You guys didn't communicate the best. Yeah, my Labyrinth Garden card came out too with that. And it's like you both didn't see eye to eye on something and you were both being stubborn about it. I feel like you guys are very intellectual. You're good at communicating, okay? With that Virgo coming through and Taurus, I'm just getting kind of like this feeling of you guys, okay, with Taurus and Virgo as a combo energy, it's kind of like you felt like you were right. You weren't going to see their side. And that's that. You love your freedom. So it's like you shut the door on somebody that feels like they want another chance. I feel like they didn't stand a chance with trying to like, you know, debate with you about something. But you know, what's interesting is I feel like as I'm saying this, some of you are going to be like, yeah, that was definitely them. I think it was both of you though, honestly. I feel like you both were kind of mirroring this. The way that you both spoke, you both felt like you were right, and you both were kind of stubborn with not seeing each other's point of views. You guys are seen to be magical, okay? Like there's just this, I'm getting again with your walk, it's almost like you got this little like pep in your step. Like just kind of like this natural swag about you. And again, I don't feel like you try. It's just kind of like your natural way of being and your natural, you have like a natural charm about you. And just like I said, like just this interesting way of being, your mannerisms, like you get people wanting to stare at you. Okay, but this is interesting. Wolf in sheep's clothing is coming through. So I don't really feel like you guys come across that way to people, but what did come through to me when I saw that, when it first flew out, was that, you know, with the Sagittarius and the Scorpio, it's almost like I said, like you guys have somewhat of a dualistic nature where yes, and I feel like everyone can obviously, but like, you know, very fiery, very warm, animated, passionate 1 minute, and then the next, you know, you're more introspected, more reserved, mysterious, kind of just in your own world, basically. And I feel like people, because they can't get a read on you and you can flip whenever you want to, like one mode to the other, I feel like, you know, that's where the wolf in sheep's clothing comes in, because they can't quite read you, so they don't know what to make of you and like who you really are. That's like the impression I get with that. And no, I don't feel like everyone thinks that. That's just kind of representing, you know, you being enigmatic, basically. The other thing that's coming through with that, though, is you coming across like a wolf in sheep's clothing because you like won't hear this person out and give them another chance is what's coming through, okay? So that definitely is tied to whoever this person is. So yeah, okay. So I see, you know, there was a dramatic shift in your life where you definitely closed the door on the old life and entered a new one where you focused on yourself with temperance and really becoming balanced and healed, I'm seeing. And I do feel like it happened after a breakup with the Two of Cups flipped, and it's kind of like, you know, you really did what you had to heal and move on, I feel. And if this is that person, I understand you not wanting to hear them and, you know, sticking to what you feel is right and best for you. Okay, and that's not being stubborn, that's you being true to you and just really getting the rest and healing that you need and kind of like you doing you. And yeah, you know, like I do feel like those that know this about you and your path, they have talked about that. And they do feel like, you know, you guys are strong individuals. And again, with the old soul, I feel like, you know, this just heightened your intuition. This heightened your consciousness awareness. And you are elevating. And, you know, people can't quite get a read on you. But I do feel like you guys can read them. So that's interesting. Now, with the Three of Wands reversed, I feel like something that you felt like wasn't taking off, project, job, career-wise, something, really creative projects coming through strong with this. But like, I feel like it's going to, okay? It's kind of a late bloomer, so that's interesting. So if you were wondering about that, I see that coming through, like taking off. So yes, you know, despite what people are saying about you guys spending long hours working on different projects and stuff, I see that, you know, it's what you're into. It helps the healing process and it's inspiring and you're passionate about it. And I do see it taking off, okay? Okay, group number 3, this is what I see for you guys. If this resonates, let me know in the comments. And if it does, don't forget to give it a like. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys.